Hey everybody, Chad German here. I'm going to start doing some posts on how the code book can help save you money as an electrician or an electrical contractor. I'm going to do a post today on 424.19, which is fixed electrical space heating equipment. And .19b, so 224.19b, says you have to have a disconnecting means within sight, which in definitions in Article 100 is within 50 feet with no walls or barriers, okay? Now you have to have a disconnecting means within sight of this piece of equipment. There's a lot of things in electrical that need a disconnecting means within sight. So within sight is a big thing, right? So if I have a hot tub or if I have a transformer or a generator or a sign, for the example, in 600.6, I need to have disconnecting means within sight of those pieces of equipment. Now, with that being said, there is sometimes not an exception to the rule, but in the writing of the code book, it'll say if it's not within sight, you can have lockable hardware according to 110.25, and in that case, you wouldn't have to put a disconnecting means next to this piece of equipment. And it saved me money on a lot of occasions in a lot of different applications, knowing about Article 110.25. So I would pay attention in the code book. When can you use Article 110.25 lockable disconnecting means? Meaning you go get lockable hardware, put that on the breaker, and when somebody's working on it, like a sign in 600.6, or in this case 424.19b, you could put lockable hardware on those breakers so that when somebody's working on them, they can't get shocked. And I'm not talking about lockout tagout, I'm talking about putting a padlock on that breaker with lockable hardware. So pay attention to the code book and look for any place that has disconnects within sight and see if it refers you to 110.25 to see if you can put some lockable hardware instead of trying to put a disconnect within sight. That might save you in time and material, or in being able to buy a disconnect, or in every situation it's a little bit different. I had a time where I had a breaker on one side of a room and a disconnect on the other, and I could reach from one side to the next to disconnect the means, and I got permission from the engineer and the authority having jurisdiction to get rid of one of the disconnects and have lockable hardware on the main overcurrent protection on that service. So pay attention to code, know that it can make you money, and look forward to some other posts.